Oh, hey, what's up? Robbie Savage. I'm here at the local space station where I kind of lied my way into employment. You see, I kind of fudged my resume a little bit and told them I was an engineer. I'm not an engineer. And unfortunately, I picked the station where every f***ing thing breaks all the f***ing time. So it's getting a little bit harder to hide around here. I could really use a vacation. But, can't do that because Matt went on vacation. He just took a trip to this place called Aegis 7. I don't know. Actually, he just got back. Hey, Matt, how'd it go?
Yeah.
That good, huh?
Yeah.
And what's that you got there? What'd you bring? Oh, that is intoxicating. I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was roid rage or what. You see, I'm taking the steroids, asthma, so sometimes I flip out. But, anyways, we're just gonna forget that happened and all the creepy voices I'm starting to hear, because, that happens. That's not that unusual, especially not in a broken down space station. Let's take an opportunity to talk about my favorite series of games, Dead Space.
For the next couple of episodes, we're going to be exploring the merits of my favorite game series of last gen, the Dead Space series. If you've played these games, then God bless you. You made it out alive and can hear my voice. Or am I just a voice in your head?
Don't turn it off. Keep watching. Sorry. Markers,
This series had ups and downs, but truly, mostly ups, and they are all now completely available for not too much at all in many a bargain bin and resale shelf around town. This will be a 3-part review, and seeing that there are 3 games, and a Wii game, I'll get to that, don't worry, and a couple of mini games that suck, let's just start with number 1, Dead Space. Dead Space is a game which is well aware of survival horror and sci-fi action tropes. Some could say it's not even all that original. I can understand that argument. However, what these people may fail to acknowledge is that just because something isn't completely original doesn't necessarily negate its enjoyment factor. Dead Space was a sleeper hit in a relatively burnt out and stagnant genre of survival horror which brought to the forefront the most important aspect of said genre: atmosphere. True, there are going to be comparisons to Event Horizon, The Thing, Alien, and they would all be warranted. But here's the thing, those movies are awesome, so why not borrow from the best? If Shakespeare did it, so can Visceral Games. The plot involves your standard marooned in space sort of a thing. A team goes to investigate a derelict spaceship carrying some very precious cargo, and are quickly, due to a series of unfortunate events, left stranded themselves. Quickly it becomes apparent to our protagonist and his partners that they are not alone. The crew has not survived, and neither will they if they don't work hard and fast to get the hell out of there. In the backdrop of the year 26-something or other is a religious cult obsessed with finding an alien artifact called the Marker, which will begin something called convergence, and make all whole again, whatever the hell that means. Well, it would seem that the Ishimura crew has found such a marker, and all it has done is make everyone crazy and turn them into reanimated flesh monsters called necromorphs. These beauties aren't your standard shoot-em-in-the-head type monsters. Nope. You have to cut off their limbs to slow them down. Who better to do this than an engineer with his tools?
Why would he do something like that? I don't get it.
The game revolves around scares made possible by the incredible sound and visual detail. You'll be doing fetch-type quests and trying to manage your resources as you barely escape death and make it to the next save point. This game truly excels at creating an atmosphere of loneliness and dread. The sound design is just incredible. I dare you to use your Turtle Beach surround sound headset for this one. There will come a point in time when you are unsure whether you're really hearing things or imagining them, and that is when the mind-bending terror truly grabs you. Some of my personal favorite sequences are when you have to step outside of the ship into the cold and silent vacuum of space. The silence, ironically, is jarring, and all you hear is the breathing inside your own helmet. Brilliant. Of course, you are never alone out there, and it will be especially jarring when the necromorphs creep up on you in the silence. There are also a variety of puzzles revolving around your telekinesis and stasis modules, and learning how to maintain the horizon while working in zero-G. The combat is great. The whole thing is presented over the shoulder in a third-person view, which helps to build a personal relationship with your protagonist, even though he doesn't say anything in this game. Oh, did I mention Isaac's girlfriend was a crew member and keeps appearing at odd times to help him, even though he can't quite get to her and really doesn't know if she's okay? I suppose you'll just have to play this one to know the truth. It's just so much damn fun that if you already have played it, you'll probably want to play it again. Be prepared for creepy hallways with ominous rattling and banging noises which may or may not be monsters, some almost tricky puzzles, one terrible minigame, some zero-G basketball, and many hours of nail-biting action. Each level gets stranger and more dangerous as you go, and to add to the fun factor is a simple upgrade system with which Isaac can improve his weapons and his rig. It would take more than one playthrough in order to fill out your entire arsenal to its fullest potential, so there is a lot of replay value in this. My advice is to pick the weapon you like the best and focus on that, right after you have really improved your stasis. Stasis is key. It's brains and planning that will win the day in Dead Space, and not just brawn. Of course, how you tackle this nightmare is completely up to you. Me? I like the Ripper, which is a chainsaw. Vroom vroom, motherfuckers. This game is fantastic in every respect, and in my opinion it only gets better on its next iteration. I've played through this game about 10 times over the years, and I keep coming back. You can find it for far less than 20 credits anywhere you look, and you should look. Well, that's it for us this time. This is our first entry into the terror ratio. Spend less for more nightmares, and you are a glutton for punishment like me.
Very strange rock bottom review. I realize that, okay? Head's a little bit foggy ever since Matt brought that thing back from Age of 7. All I know is this is going to be a retrospective, okay? Do you see the reading rainbow? Retrospective. That's R-E-spective, okay? So we're going to be going over the rest of the Dead Space games in our next couple of, what do you call this? Episodes? Shows? Therapy? I don't know. But I do know that you need to just follow the instructions that we have printed on the screen because I can't remember my lines anymore, alright? So just figure it out, okay? And then thanks for watching and come back later.
I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm headed to the